The most contentious character in Landman Season 2 is finally redeemed. Here are spoilers for Landman Season 2, Episode 8, Handsome Touched Me, which debuted on Paramount Plus on Sunday, January 4, 2025. Landman's storylines about the women surrounding Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris character, such as his daughter Ainsley Norris, Michelle Randolph, and ex-wife Angela, Ollie Larter, have generated a lot of controversy and contributed to the conflicting reactions to Taylor Sheridan's oil drama. But going into the Landman Season 2 conclusion, Landman is saving a pivotal figure. According to Paramount Plus, the show's sophomore run had its largest premiere ever, drawing 9.2 million people in just 2 days. Despite Landman's controversial reaction, many fans have persisted with it, but this doesn't mean that viewers enjoy or agree with all that is going on in Tommy Norris' life in Midland, Texas, as there are numerous grievances over the Norris women. Angela Norris is finally redeemed in Landman Season 2 Episode 8. Reviews of Landman Season 2 noted that the show was reusing its worst cliches, and thus far, the Norris ladies had contributed contentious stories to the show. After Episode 8, though, Angela's fortunes might start to improve as Tommy's ex-wife demonstrates that she is more than just the eye candy that some people find attractive and that she is unfairly undervalued by others. In Handsome Touched Me, Angela's visit to the casino with her nursing home patients is a pivotal occasion. She says she wants to improve the life of her elderly parents, so she takes $10,000 from the family safe to finance the project. However, when Angela wins more than $300,000 on her day out, Tommy's ex-wife transforms her own life and reputation. The development demonstrates that Angela is more than the trophy wife that people think she is. The latest Landman episode demonstrates Angela's distinct grasp of gaming chances, which enhances her strong character and highlights her wit. Tommy receives a 3,000% return on his investment from Angela's winnings, proving her worth. Despite her occasionally erratic behavior, Tommy's ex-wife may contribute to their life and the series, according to the most recent Angela Norris article. However, in Landman Season 2, Episode 7, Tommy truly turned things around by making amends with Angela over years of conflict, which paved the way for Angela to develop into a more mature and grounded character. How Landman Season 3 is set up by Angela's gambling success. There is more to Angela's story in Landman Season 2, Episode 8 than just a character triumph. It could be a pivotal moment in her growth. Her gaming prowess also sets up significant changes for the show's future, which may occur in the final 2 episodes of Landman Season 2 or establish the groundwork for the following season. Paramount Plus has already renewed the oil drama for Landman Season 3, despite the opinions of some viewers that the show has lost its charm. As a result, Angela's income sheds light on what might happen in the future chapter. Tommy's wife has been hinting at some potentially life-altering purchases that could change the fate of the Norris family as a whole. Angela has been discussing relocating to Fort Worth to be nearer to their daughter when she attends college ever since it was revealed that Ainsley had been accepted into Texas Christian University, TCU, in Landman Season 2. In Landman Season 2, Episode 3, Almost a Home, Angela even looks for real estate, but Tommy says they are unable to finance a new home. It's much more likely that the Norris clan will relocate to Fort Worth, creating a new setting for Landman Season 3, now that Angela has given the family a considerable fortune. The family's individual tales have all taken place in Midland, but Tommy already travels to the city to meet with Galeno, Andy Garcia, and Cammie, Demi Moore. But Angela may be thinking of using her winnings from the casino for more than just a Fort Worth mansion. Tommy's ex-wife has expressed her desire to renew their marriage and get a new engagement ring. As a result, Landman fans might hear wedding bells around the end of Season 2 or the beginning of Season 3. We discover not only the excitement of risk but also the profound truths about chance, consequence, and the decisions that shape our world as we dive into the most recent episode of Taylor Sheridan's popular oil drama that delves into this issue. It's obvious that life itself is the ultimate risk in a field where every choice can result in success or failure, one that demonstrates the depths of human resilience and the higher capacity for adaptation. Tommy discovers that his elderly father has fallen and is unable to climb out of the shallow end of the family pool as he wakes up to another hot one in the Permian Basin. The elder Norris appears to be holding to the side while awaiting a lifeline to safety due to a mishap and a weak hip. That comes as a surprise from his adult son, who appears to be the only person in a home full of physically fit people who never seem to listen to one another's pleas for assistance. However, I'm getting off topic. The frequently tough TL portrayed by the unmatched Sam Elliott, softens significantly after he is out of the pool and back on solid ground. Giving his son a spontaneous hug as a token of appreciation, which caught everyone off guard, even us small-screen voyeurs. After a successful marriage proposal to his girlfriend, now fiancée Ariana, played by Paulina Chavez, in episode 7, Tommy is now headed for oncoming chaos with an early morning meeting with his son, Cooper, Jacob Laughlin. Tommy receives a FaceTime call from his own stunning ex-wife and current fiancée, Angela, played by Ollie Larter, only 2 minutes outside the neighborhood. Giving his son a spontaneous hug as a token of appreciation, which caught everyone off guard, even us small-screen voyeurs. After a successful marriage proposal to his girlfriend, now fiancée Ariana, played by Paulina Chavez, in episode 7, Tommy is now headed for oncoming chaos with an early morning meeting with his son, Cooper, Jacob Laughlin. Tommy receives a FaceTime call from his own stunning ex-wife and current fiancée, Angela, played by Ollie Larter, only 2 minutes outside the neighborhood. I'm sure it was a crude compliment. If it weren't entrenched in truth, she would welcome her husband while wearing the tightest bikinis and beg for some crazy cash so she could accompany her pals from the elderly home to a casino for the day. You correctly read that. It will get better if you stay with me. Tommy, who is now $10,000 lighter, makes an impromptu detour to meet his son in order to set up his father's private duty physical therapy. It doesn't matter that he is looking for this knowledge in a strip club from a dancer who also happens to be a therapist and whose regular patients pay in ones. It does begin to make perfect sense as a pseudotherapy when you take into account how much stretching is required in this field of employment. Tommy finally tells his oil field team at the man camp that Cooper's spec wells have been taken over by M-Tex Oil. To the dismay of the team, Tommy appoints Cooper as project manager to continue working on the recent promising discoveries because of his son's accomplishment. Recall that just a few months prior, Cooper was a worm, or beginner, on this same team. However, if you hit 6 consecutive wells, you can also make the decisions. Tommy now finds himself at the tarmac, prepared to board a private plane that is returning to Fort Worth in order to truly begin the day. This time, Rebecca, Kayla Wallace, an attorney, and Charlie, Guy Burnett, her new geologist best friend and bed partner, are brought in to explain the drilling chances on the offshore well to Cammie Miller, the new head of M-Tex Oil, who is determined to fulfill the insurance claim payout. Demi Moore, who plays the oil executive widow who went to the corner office to continue where her deceased husband left off, is not as incompetent as Cammie, despite the perception that she is. Moore's ability to portray characters with nuance and complexity is still on display. She skillfully balances elegance and fragility while portraying the intricacy and subtlety of the high life as the Fort Worth socialite thrown into the fire by her husband's sudden death. Her emotional range adds credibility to the character's tribulations, both with the loss of her husband and her subsequent new post at the head of M-Tex Oil, yet her ability to radiate confidence and grace enables us to believe in her status. She skillfully balances elegance and fragility while portraying the intricacy and subtlety of the high life as the Fort Worth socialite thrown into the fire by her husband's sudden death. Her emotional range adds credibility to the character's tribulations, both with the loss of her husband and her subsequent new post at the head of M-Tex Oil, yet her ability to radiate confidence and grace enables us to believe in her status. Moore's portrayal of the intricacies of social power and relationships is improved by her expressive facial features and command of her well-known Scotch and soda voice. Whether it's the facade of perfection, the strain of expectations, or the underlying psychological issues, she skillfully navigates the nuances of her body language and discourse to represent the complex layers of the socialite's persona. Even though Cammie's lifestyle seems unachievable, Moore is able to portray her as a likable figure thanks to her charisma and emotional depth. The fact that we don't get to see more of Cammie's life on television is her only weakness as a character. While traveling to New Mexico, Angela's risk of taking her group of elderly friends to the casino to play with Norris's house money turns out to be a winning one. Angela's teachings to her charges and the dealer about the optimum bets at the roulette tables make the day a very profitable success, even though the residents got wasted on in-flight frozen margaritas during the drive. In case you were wondering, you always wager on black. Tommy, Rebecca, Charlie, and Nate radio in via Zoom while the meeting with Cammy takes place in downtown Fort Worth. Charlie tries his best to explain to Cammy the background and likelihood of recovering gas from the damaged well off the Texas Gulf. Charlie interrupts the conversation by claiming that he can locate the wider gas field surrounding the well, just as Tommy and the two lawyers believe they have persuaded Cammy to take the easiest route by filing a lawsuit with the insurance company. Cammy gives up respecting the other experts in the room and follows Charlie's intuition. She gives the drill the all clear. Indeed, you could practically feel the room's oxygen evaporating. It goes without saying that Charlie's deviation from the plan during the meeting appears to have damaged his relationship with Rebecca more than his reputation, ruining their developing situationship. Believe me, the attractive geologist would undoubtedly be stabbed in the heart if appearances could kill. Rebecca was not overly impressed. The two exchanged harsh words both on the plane and on the way out the door, which justifies that. Tommy makes another impromptu visit to Danny Morell's, played by Andy Garcia, office before returning to the jet. Tommy, who has come to Danny for help, requests that the criminal gang boss turned oil CEO stop backing Cammy's plan to dig offshore, citing the possibility of losing his initial investment.